I'm going to introduce myself real quickly here and then pass it over to our presenter. So my name is Christine. I live in Mooresville, North Carolina. I moved here in August. I've spent my entire life in New Jersey, so I'm thrilled to be here in the sunshine and heat. And I have been in network marketing for 12 years. I've spent the last year I took off and I did nothing. I really kind of lost my way with what I was looking to accomplish within the industry. And it wasn't until this particular product and this particular company came to me that I took another look at what we're doing. And it just, as many of you will find, and those of you who are with us know, it is just something that is undeniable. It's something that is completely untapped in our market. It has the ability to just help millions of people across the world, and I am thrilled to be a part of it. We have a lot of information to cover tonight. I am so excited to have my partner share it all with you. So with that, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the man of the hour, Cody Coleman. He is an incredible leader within our team. He is always there to help everybody. He is just recently promoted to the rank of silver, so we congratulate him on that. And I know he's running hard to hit diamonds. So without further ado, Cody, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Thank you, Christine. I appreciate the introduction. And right back at you. Congratulations for hitting silver. And, the competition we got, I think I'm going to get there first as far as getting diamond, but we'll see. So, guys, I want to welcome everyone to tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to see this presentation. And I know Michelle, Sharitha, or whoever brought you to this meeting, appreciate your time as well. So, guys, with that, let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. Like Michelle or Christine said, I hope you have a paper and pen. If you wanted to take some notes on some of the amazing information that we're going to be covering. So let's go ahead. I'm going to introduce you to a few of our newer team members and the one who invited you to this presentation. So we have Michelle Clay, who lives in Oceanside, California. She actually married her high school sweetheart, which that is very endearing to my heart. I love that. She's been an RN for 25 years. She has 2 kids. Her son is 19 and her daughter is 15. And she is currently running for Diamond. So Michelle, we're right there with you, right behind you, 100% of the way. I know you're going to get there. We also have Sarah Hoffman, who lives in Kentucky. She's a work-at-home mom with 2 kids. She's very passionate about network marketing and obviously helping others succeed in the industry as well. And she is running for her first promotion of team builder. And then we also have Sharitha Jackson, who is a single mom of 4 kids. She's a hairstylist in Chicago and Florida. She joined World for a second stream of income, and she is very, very passionate and ambitious, and she has her sights at very, very top, getting that President Millionaire. So guys, with that, let's go ahead and get started. Before we go to these next slides, I just want to touch on a quote from someone. We all know his face. We all know his name. We all basically, should recognize what he's well known for. And so with that, here's the quote from Mr. Bill Gates. And the quote is, "The secret of success in business is detecting where the world will go and to get there first." Now you'll see over this presentation that is absolutely what World has done with this product HELO, as far as getting to the market first, and it's obviously taken the world by storm. So guys, World, as a company, it is actually a global opportunity. And the reason I say that is that World is already, as of today, in 195 countries. And we are very, very blessed and fortunate that the United States is one of those countries. So again, it's already in 195 countries. So it is absolutely a global opportunity. So guys, let's touch on real quick, just a couple of the 7 key components in how to choose the right business. So one of the ones I want to touch on first is timing. And why that's necessarily so important, why it's important here, is the timing. As far as the company and the product, you're looking at this at the very ground floor level, meaning it's not, World and HELO aren't a household name yet. We all know they absolutely will be. So as far as the timing couldn't be better. getting to the market first and being one of the first ones to get on board and really ride this company with the momentum that it has. Another one I want to touch on is trends, right? So timing and trends kind of go hand in hand. And as far as the trends on a global scale, the wearable tech market is one of the very fastest growing markets in the world, fastest growing industries. So the timing being that you're at the ground floor level couldn't be better. And then the trends with the wearable tech market taking the world by storm. And then as we go through this presentation, you'll see as far as the amazing product that we have. The next one I want to touch on before we move on here is team, right? Because nobody becomes successful by themselves. It requires great team leaders, team cohesiveness, and as far as the team members that you have, people that are in your life, in your business. So with this team in particular, could not be happier with the leaders that we have. They are very, very selfless leaders. They take immense time out of their day to help each and every one of us, learn the ropes, get the knowledge down, and really help push us forward in our own businesses. So very, very grateful for the team members and the leadership that we have on this particular team. All right, let's touch on real quick what the experts are saying about the wearable technology space or the wearable tech industry. So this is not what World is saying, and this is not what Christine or Cody is saying. This is what uninterested third-party experts are saying about the wearable tech space. So Forbes magazine said that the wearable tech market is going to be worth $34 billion by 2020. Now, if we look at it today, it's about $4.5 billion in 2017 and expected to be just about $6 billion in 2018. So that exponential growth in that short 3 or 2 years from $6 billion in 2018 to $34 billion in 2020, triple, quadruple growth in such a short time frame. So the timing and the trends are obviously backing that up. The Wall Street Journal said that in 2016, 112 million wearable devices were shipped worldwide. Now that includes, GoPro, your Google glasses, the other wearable wrist bands that they have. So that number in 2020 is expected to be well over 400 million. And again, that kind of goes hand in hand with the value as far as the wearable tech space being worth $34 billion by 2020. Okay, so it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the CEO and president of World, Mr. Fabio Galdi. If you're looking at his picture, you can see he's a pretty young guy, but back in his early 20s, in 1994, he founded the second largest internet service provider in Italy and the fifth largest in Europe. That is a great achievement for such a young guy in his early 20s. Fast forward to 2002, he introduced one of the very first touchscreen LCD PCs on the market. Now, I remember personally, back in early 2000s, I still had my Nokia flip phone, and there was not the massive touch screens everywhere. As far as now, we have our tablets, our cell phones, our computers. Some cars have touch screens. So as far as being ahead of his time, he's absolutely a tech mogul, a genius in many people's mind, and like I said, way ahead of his time. In 2005, he developed one of the very first successful voice over IP platforms. That's basically an internet phone. So definitely has a mind seeing the future, seeing where the world will go, and being one of the first to get there on different ventures that he's been on. And now with us being at World, we are absolutely grateful to have such a mind leading the company and his vision for where he's taking us as a company. So World is a publicly traded company. The ticker is WRMT. So back when World was first founded, back in 2011, the stock was trading between $2 and $3. Fast forward to today, trading between $15 and $16. It did take a little bit of a dip recently, but obviously it'll be bouncing right back as great companies do with their stock. But absolutely, it's a publicly traded company. So there's a lot of benefits in having open books like that. So guys, World is the future is very, very bright with World. And the reason that I bring this slide up here is I want to touch on two key relationships that World has developed. So with Toshiba, right? Everybody knows the name Toshiba. It's a very household name, but we haven't really heard too much news from them lately. So you may be wondering, well, where has Toshiba been? Well, now you know. They've been right here with World developing this amazing product to bring it to the market. So Toshiba vetted World, decided that they loved the product, they loved the company, shook hands with World, and became a partner. So we are absolutely backed with Toshiba's processing. That's what powers the HELO. The other relationship I want to touch on is quality. Now, this company is our manufacturer, and they're actually on the same block as in Silicon Valley as Apple. So they are a very grounded company, solid foundation, and have proven to be able to produce the devices to keep up with the demand on the market. So those two key relationships speak volumes for World as a company and the other companies that they've been able to attract and create relationships with. Another one I want to touch on real quick is a man by the name of Anthony DeRosa. So Anthony DeRosa was the chief design officer for Apple on the iPhone 5, 6, 7, and the Apple Watch. Now, me personally, I have an iPhone 6. So he was chief of design on the newest, latest, and greatest iPhone. Well, Anthony DeRosa left Apple to come join World. So we have the privilege of having Anthony DeRosa as our chief of design. That speaks volumes for anyone who really knows the tech space, having the guy who designed the iPhone 5, 6, and 7 and the Apple Watch now our chief of design. So between those three relationships, I'm sure as you can imagine in your head and think about, they absolutely hold their weight in gold in the validity and the future of World as a company. So over the next couple slides, we're going to be talking about the innovative technologies that World has been able to bring to the market. And we're obviously going to talk about the HELO band. We will also be covering the Biozen and the germanium stones that actually go inside the HELO band itself. So guys, HELO, it stands for Health and Lifestyle Oracle. It is absolutely a game changer in healthcare. When I first looked at HELO, I thought of one statement. It was the very first thing I thought of. And it's the statement, if you don't track it, you can't improve it. So I want to ask you, just in your own mind, think about what aspects of your own health do you currently track, right? Whether that's your blood pressure, your heart rate, your sleeping habits, any of those aspects, what areas do you currently track? Well, with HELO, it's going to give us the ability, it gives us the ability to track very, very important aspects of our health on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, right? So with that, there are some of the key features that we're going to be going over, right? So HELO is the very first and the only continuous health monitoring device available on the planet. So with that, again, a very game changer in healthcare and in the wearable tech space. So it's the only continuous health monitoring device. So guys, let's go ahead and look at some of the current technology on the HELO band itself. So the first one there, that first bullet point, blood pressure. Let's touch on that for just a minute here. So for those of you that don't know, there's another name for high blood pressure, and it's called hypertension. Right now, there are 75 million Americans that struggle with hypertension. I'm going to read something. I did a little bit of research. So I'm going to read you something that I found online. Obviously, it's medically backed with research. But high blood pressure is also known as the silent killer. And high blood pressure is the single most significant risk factor for heart disease, congestive heart failure, stroke, and kidney disease. So with HELO, it's giving us the ability to very, very closely and accurately track our own blood pressure. So I recently lost one was a family member and one was a very close friend to issues related directly to high blood pressure. I honestly believe personally, had they had this device, they could have, in tracking that, they could have very well prevented their issues getting so far as to lose their life. So it's something I'm very, very passionate about, being able to share such an amazing device with just that one feature alone, being able to help people make better life choices, healthier life choices. So let's go ahead and touch on a few of the other ones. Your heart rate kind of goes hand in hand with blood pressure. So you have blood pressure, heart rate. It can do an on-the-spot ECG, EKG. So right now, think in your mind, right now, if you wanted to have an EKG reading, where would you have to go? Well, you'd have to go to your doctor, right? Probably, right? So with HELO, it's going to provide you an accurate EKG reading on the spot in 120 seconds. And all of these aspects of your health can be emailed directly to your doctor, providing him the information to more accurately diagnose any issues that your body may be experiencing, any health issues that you have. So they don't stop there. It also is going to track your sleep quality. You know, how long you were in deep sleep, how many hours you had of light sleep, how many times you woke up, not necessarily maybe got out of bed, but how many times did your brain come out of sleep, right? So with that, giving you the tools and the information, again, to accurately track or make better life decisions and keep a closer eye on your own health. It's also going to track your breath rate, your emotions, your fatigue, your steps, your calories. So guys, real quick, I was sitting at my computer. This was just about 2 weeks ago, and I was not feeling my best. I was feeling a little bit tired, so I did a reading on my HELO, and it said that my energy was low, and I was feeling tired. And I thought in my head, man, what's different about today? And then it dawned on me, hey, you know what? I haven't eaten today. So I made a choice. I put my work down, went and got something to eat, finished my meal, and decided to get back to work. This is a real quick example of helping us make better decisions, giving us the tools and the information to really keep a closer eye on the decisions that we're making on a daily basis. So on top of those features, it also has a guardian function that we're going to be covering in a little bit more detail. It also has a panic button. And then we'll go ahead and just real quick cover the plus more as far as some of the future technology that will be automatically updated into the HELO, meaning when some of these features get added, you will not have to go buy a new HELO. It's going to automatically update in the firmware. And I think that's very, very important in the aspect of your HELO. It's going to appreciate in value because of some of these key features, the newer technologies that will automatically be added to the HELO. So as far as some of those that's going to be added, we have the non-invasive glucose monitoring, and that one we're going to touch on in some more detail. It's also going to be adding the blood oxygen level and your blood alcohol level. On top of that, they're also going to have a mosquito shield. Now that may not seem like that big of a deal here in America, but on a global scale, you have the Zika virus, you have malaria, you have the West Nile virus. So in other parts of the world where that's really an issue, that feature being added is absolutely a value builder in the HELO, and just one more of the key features that really is going to attract customers and team members globally, okay? So let's go ahead and cover here for just a minute the app itself. So your HELO, it communicates with your cell phone. It's iOS and Android compatible. It communicates via Bluetooth. So if you're looking at the slide here, you can see the app. That's exactly what it looks like. It gives you very, very easy to understand. It's very user-friendly, easy to understand information about your blood pressure, your heart rate, your breath rate, your mood, your energy, your sleep, also your steps and your distance. And then you can get more detailed in the reporting deeper in the app. So if you're looking at the slide, you can see it's very, very easy to understand information. As far as the Guardian function, let's go ahead and touch on this for just a minute. The Guardian function gives us the ability to remotely monitor our loved ones. So let's go through a quick scenario here. Let's say that you have an aging parent or grandparents that you're not necessarily able to go check in on all the time, right? Like I know I have my dad who he is prone to high blood pressure, and he lives in California. I live in Nevada. I can't always go see him as often as I'd like. So with him having the HELO on his wrist, at any point, I can check in on his health. You know, how's Dad's blood pressure doing today? Hey, Dad, I can give him a call. Hey, Dad, your blood pressure is looking a little bit high. Have you taken your blood pressure medicine? Right? So it gives me that ability and that peace of mind in knowing I can keep an eye on his different aspects of his health. Maybe you have aging grandparents, and like I said, you aren't able to go see them as often as you'd like, and really check in on them. Maybe one of them has a hard time sleeping. You know, how did Grandpa sleep last night? Is that affecting his energy and his mood today? How's his breath rate? Right? So you can run through a couple scenarios on your own mind as far as where this really brings the peace of mind in knowing I can check in on my loved ones at any point from anywhere in the world, as long as they have that HELO on the wrist, and I've put them on my approved remotely monitored loved ones, right, on the list. So a very, very amazing feature, guardian function. All right, let's go ahead and touch on the panic button, right? So this is another really key feature that really provides the ability to have that peace of mind. So let's run through another scenario here. Maybe you have kids that are coming of age, and they're able to walk to and from school on their own, or they go down to the neighborhood park on their own. And you have the concern of what if they ever got in trouble on their way there or on their way home? Maybe they were at the park and they fell and hurt themselves, and they aren't able to really get up and go get help, right? So all they have to do is push this button right here on the side 2 times, and 2 things are going to happen. You are going to get a text message and an email with their exact GPS location. And if you open the app, you can click that route button and very quickly get your GPS routed to where their location is. It's very, very accurate as far as the GPS location and giving you an address to again, route your GPS to. So let's run through a quick scenario, a story that I've had the honor of knowing and being told. Now this woman, she was wearing her HELO. She was out shopping for groceries late at night, and it was a stormy day, so it was raining pretty hard. And she got back to her vehicle, and she realized that she had locked her keys and her cell phone in her vehicle. So what she did was she pushed that button 2 times, and her husband got the notification. Obviously, they had the foresight of having a spare key. So he got her GPS location, drove himself there, got her the extra key, got her into her vehicle. Problem solved. Now that wasn't a life or death situation, but it provided that peace of mind and the information to act, just make the right decision and act accordingly to whatever the situation was, right? So again, another feature that I'm sure you can run over a couple scenarios in your head, like maybe you remember the life alert, right? This is another key feature in the HELO that really is providing the value and the assurance in knowing, hey, any of my loved ones that have this HELO, at any point they felt in trouble, all they got to do is push that thing twice, and I can act accordingly with that notification. All right, let's go ahead and go over the band itself and the germanium stones. So maybe some of you might be allergic to like latex or some other materials. Well, the HELO band itself is a hyperallergenic silicone band. So as far as being allergic to it, you won't have to worry about it irritating your skin. So for those of you that don't know what germanium is, it is actually a naturally occurring semiconductor. It's number 32 on the periodic table, and it is also an antioxidant, right? So one of the immediate health benefits with the HELO band itself and the germanium stones. So let's take a look at the pictures there on the right-hand side of the slide. If you look at that first picture, that is a normal hand they're basically taking a reading and studying the blood circulation in this study. So that first picture, no HELO on his wrist, just taking a base reading. Now, if you look at that last picture, what that picture allowed them to prove and understand is that after 13 minutes of having the HELO band and the germanium stones on his wrist, they saw an 85% increase in blood circulation after just 13 minutes. So you may be wondering, well, what happens after 13 minutes? Well, with the germanium stones and the HELO, you can expect to experience anywhere from a 200 to a 300% increase in blood circulation. So what immediate health benefits does an increased blood circulation provide? Well, in your daily life, you're going to feel less stressed. You're going to feel less muscle fatigue. You'll probably not get tired as easy. Plus, with that increased blood circulation, your oxygen levels will increase. So all of those health benefits just from having the germanium stones on your wrist. One of the ways that HELO is providing immediate health benefits. I mean, every time I go over the slide, it amazes me. An 85% increase in blood circulation after 13 minutes. It's absolutely astonishing. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over another product. So that was all about the HELO band itself. Now let's go over the BioZen chip itself. So for those of you that don't know, there is a thing that is called electrosmog. For a technical term or an explanation, it's electromagnetic radiation that we get interferes with our body that comes from all of these devices listed here, whether it's your wireless router, your cell phones, your tablets, your computers, your computer monitors, and so forth. All of these things have a thing called electrosmog, and that's electromagnetic radiation that interferes with our body and our cells. So because our body is 90% water, I thought this was a really, really great slide to represent the benefits of that BioZen chip. So if you're looking at the slide, look at that first picture there in the center of the slide. That is what a molecule of water looks like under a microscope. And this is an example of a 15-minute phone call. So that first picture is before the cell phone call was conducted. The second picture is that same molecule of water after 15 minutes on a cell phone call without the BioZen chip installed. You can see the destruction in the water molecule. And that's exactly, it's a perfect example of how that electrosmog, that electromagnetic radiation really affects us in our body, right? So look at that last picture. That is the same drop of water under the microscope with the BioZen chip installed on the cell phone after 15 minutes. You can see it's maintained a lot of its beauty, a lot of its structure. And again, since our body is 90% water, is a perfect example. So BioZen itself is scientifically backed and proven with studies to have an effect on that electromagnetic radiation. So how does it work? Well, our organisms use ultra low frequencies between 0 and 30 hertz. And all of those devices listed use those same frequencies. So let's just go for an example of a cell phone. You have your cell phone and you get on the phone, right? That phone call is emitting those same frequencies and it's interfering with our organs, our organisms, whether it's our brain, our DNA, some of our hormones, and exposure to that electromagnetic radiation over long periods of time without it being put in check or taken care of really cause some serious illnesses. So with a very, very simple BioZen chip, you install it right on the back of the phone, right next to the power source. It greatly diminishes the damage that electromagnetic radiation has on us. So how does it diminish it? Well, when you're on a cell phone, picture it it has peaks in those frequencies and it interferes with our body. So you put the BioZen chip on the cell phone or the tablet or the computer or your cordless phone, and it diminishes those peaks and smooths them out so that it doesn't affect our body as much, greatly diminishes it. So this is another product that is going to provide immediate health benefits in its application. So as far as if you haven't heard about the BioZen, you want to find out more, obviously after this presentation, you can get back with Michelle, Sharitha, Sarah, whoever brought you invited you to this meeting. They'd be happy to fill you in on some of that stuff. So again, just a really, really amazing product that World's been able to bring to the market. Now let's touch on the feature, the non-invasive glucose, right? So this is something that hits home for me and something that I'm very, very passionate about seeing added to the HELO. So in the fourth quarter of this year, later on this year, they are going to announce and launch the world's first wearable, non-invasive, continuous blood glucose technology. Now, why is it something that really hits home for me? Well, back in 2009, I lost my mom to cancer, and it was a very rough time, but one of her precursors to her cancer was she had diabetes, and she had to keep a very, very close eye on her blood sugar levels. And it was, she had to prick herself, 10 to 15 times a day to really keep a close eye on when is she supposed to be taking her medicine. And so with her having to prick herself so often, those strips that they use, those are very, very expensive. They're between $10 and $15, depending on obviously what brand you go with. But with this single new technology being added to the HELO band itself, right? There's one thing that I'm thinking as far as the business and the HELO band. What I want is I want my team in place. I want to have developed some of the leaders on my team so that when this feature gets added to the HELO device, I can absolutely capitalize on the momentum that this is going to bring to my business. So if you don't know, I just pulled up a couple numbers here. So in America alone, there's 29 million people that struggle with diabetes. 29 million. On a global scale, there's over 350 million people that have to keep an eye on their blood glucose levels. So with this being the very first non-invasive continuous blood glucose technology, it's going to take the world by storm, right? It's going to create massive momentum for everyone that's in world and for HELO itself as a wearable technology band. Very, very excited to see this feature get added to the band. So guys, let's go ahead and go over the 3 steps to success. And this is very, very simple, the whole process from start to finish as far as where do you start, right? Okay, I love the technology. I'm sold, I'm in, let's get started. So what you're gonna do after this presentation is over, you're going to get back on Michelle's website, or Sharitha or Sarah, whoever brought you into this presentation. You're gonna get back on their website and become a team member. That's step 1. Well, how do you become a team member? It's very, very simple. You're simply gonna choose a pack that fits your goals with your business and your lifestyle. Give me just a second here. So if you're looking at the screen here, we have the 3 packs to choose from. You have the box set, the family pack, and the premium pack. Now before we go through the packs, I do want to let you know that the HELO Classic is no longer available, right? The HELO Classic, which is the same one I have on now. That ended March 1st, and they started shipping out the new HELO LX. So this is one slide that obviously I have to update, but let's look at this here. So with this, with the first one, the box set, we have a joke, it's the selfish pack. You know, you just want to cover just yourself. You're not really worried about your loved ones or some grandparents or anybody else. You just want to cover just yourself. So that box set is $319. You're going to get 1 HELO LX, and you are also going to get the 3 germanium stones that go in the band. And you also have 1 business center, and that caps your earning potential at $200,000 a week. But let's say that you want to cover a couple family members, or you want to have a couple HELO LXs to help really give your business momentum and help build your business faster. So with that family pack, right off the bat, you're going to save just under $700 right off the bat. So that family pack is $1,349. And with that family pack, you're going to get 4 HELO LXs plus a 5th one for free. So that's a total of 5 HELO LXs. You are also going to get 5 germanium stone sets. So that means each HELO LX is going to have the 3 germanium stones. You're also going to get a box of the band sets, which are 5 different colors that are the colored bands that are interchangeable with the HELO LX. So for those of us that are interested in the fashion part of it, right? Different color, different clothes, kind of matching your fashion. You're also going to get 3 business centers, which that caps your earning potential at $600,000 a week. Now, let's say you have a couple family members that you want to cover, plus you want to have a couple extra to help build your momentum in your business and really grow your business fast. There's the premium pack for $1,999, $1,999. Right off the bat, with that pack, you're going to save $1,175 off of the value, right? So with that, you're going to get 5 HELO LXs and a 6th one for free. So that's a total of 6 HELO LXs. You are also going to get 6 of the germanium box sets, meaning 6 sets of the 3 stones each. So each HELO LX will have the 3 stones. You're also going to get 6 of the band packs, meaning each HELO LX will have the 5 different colored bands to go with it. And you will also get the 3 business centers, and that will also cap your earning potential at $600,000 a week. So pick a pack. That's step 1. You can also go all in, depending on what pack you choose. You also have the opportunity to get the bios in. The bio 30 is $1,350, and right now they're actually throwing in 8 extra for free. So it's a total of 38 bios and chips. Now you may be thinking, wow, I don't think I need 38. Well, they make perfect Christmas gifts, perfect birthday gifts, and covering all of your devices, right? Okay, so that's step 1. Become a team member, get back on Michelle's website, get your pack ordered. You're now a team member. Step number 2 in the very, very simple process is to become a team builder. Now, how do you become a team builder? Simply go find a person, a new team member on your left and a new team member on your right. So 2 team members, and you get your first promotion to team builder. that qualifies you for team volume commission, and also to, earn the same 10% commission. With that, the next step, right? Very, very simple. After you get your first 2 team members, the next promotion that you're running for is to become a team developer. Well, how do you become a team developer? Very, very simple. Help the person on your left find their 2. Help the person on your right find their 2. Then you get your second promotion to team developer, and that qualifies you for 20% commission and makes you eligible for the entire comp plan. So real quick, a review there. Very simple. This first step, go onto Michelle's website, get your pack. Then go find your first 2, get your first promotion. Then go help those 2 get their first 2, get your second promotion. And each promotion right there, all the way to team developer, there is no requalification needed. So once you get 20% commission qualified, you're qualified for life. You never have to requalify for 20% commission. Once you become team developer, you never have to requalify for team developer. You're team developer qualified for life, and then it's just volume after that. So what else does this unlock as far as the commission plan? Well, you are you're eligible for the career path recognition. You are also eligible for matching bonuses up to 10% for 10 generations. And you are also eligible for the millionaire pool, plus the car bonus, which the car bonus is $1,000 for every 4 weeks that you maintain the rank of diamond. $1,000, whether your car payment is $300 or $700, it doesn't matter. They're still going to send you $1,000. Plus, you're going to be eligible for the luxury car bonus, which is a Ferrari, a Rolls Royce, and a Lamborghini. You're also going to be eligible for the luxury lifestyle trips and the millionaire club. So very, very exciting as far as their comp plan. So let's go over here for just a minute, the generation matching bonus, right? So after team developer, the very next rank that you hit is silver. With silver, for your entire first generation, you're going to have 10% check matching. Now you get to gold, it's 10% on your entire first generation for infinity, meaning how many ever people that you personally bring in for the life of your involvement, you're going to have 10% check matching. At gold, you're also going to get 5% for your second generation. And it goes on and on all the way down the list. But let's just touch on here for just a minute, the level of diamond, right? So here with the team, with Michelle's leadership, right? She's working directly with people that have decades of experience in the industry. So the team and the leaders being right behind you are absolutely going to be there to help you knock out silver. They're going to be there to help you get to gold. They're going to be there every step of the way to help you get to platinum and as far up this matching bonus or this comp plan that you want to go. But let's touch on diamond for just a minute. And I think that's a very, very achievable goal. So with diamond, you're going to have 10% check matching on your entire first generation, 5% on your entire second generation, and 5% on your entire third generation. And every 4 weeks that you maintain that diamond rank, they're going to give you a $1,000 car bonus. Very, very excited to get my car bonus. And I know Christine's excited as well. And I'm sure Michelle that she's running for diamond as well. So again, with the team members, everybody is very, very supportive. Couldn't be happier with the people that are involved here. So guys, let's go ahead and go over the loyalty membership. Okay, so going back to getting your pack, something that's very, very unique to this company is when you get a new customer that they're not necessarily interested in the business part, right? When you get a new customer and they start sharing their story, their HELO, and they find people that want to buy, that customer can make up to 10% commission on any devices sold through that customer's website. Very, very unique to the industry and obviously unique to this company, something that we're very, very proud of. So with this loyalty membership, what does that get you, right? So it allows you to earn commissions and keep sales volume. So I'm sure there's some of you that have been involved in the industry before, and in a company where that volume, that unused or untapped volume flushes every pay period. Meaning if you didn't take advantage of that volume that was built up on one of your legs, it flushed and it was gone. Well, with World, it stays there, meaning any unused sales volume rolls over to the next month. Very, very lucrative in the comp plan. So what else does that $59 a month get you? Well, it also gets you 5 vouchers for the HELO Pro plan, It also gives you 512 gigabytes of cloud storage. You're also going to get the protection plan for your HELO. Now, this protection plan is amazing. It's second to none. So no matter what happens to your device, at some point, let's say your device gets damaged, right? At any point, up to 2 times a year, no questions asked, your device gets damaged, you call up World and say, my device got damaged, I need a new device. Up to 2 times a year, they're going to send you a new device. Very, very, very exciting, knowing, hey, if anything happens to my device, to this HELO, all I have to do is call up World and they're going to send me a new one because I'm part of this loyalty membership. Right? So very, very protection plan, give me peace of mind. With that, you're also going to get 75 loyalty points for every month that you maintain your loyalty membership. So what are loyalty points? Well, first, each loyalty point, every 1 loyalty point equals $1. So what that means is with this loyalty membership, for every dollar you spend on the loyalty membership, they give you back $1.27. Every dollar that you spend, they give you back $1.27. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, a little bit wacky, but it's absolutely amazing. With that, $59 a month, 75 loyalty points. What can you use those loyalty points for? You can use those loyalty points to buy a Christmas gift or a birthday gift of one of the HELO bands, right? The new HELO. You can buy the Infolio phone when it comes out. You can also buy the BioZen. Anything that's available in the store, you can use those loyalty points to purchase. So for every $59 you put in the loyalty membership, they give you 75 loyalty points that are worth $1 in the store. So on top of that, they are also going to send you every 13th month, meaning every 12 months that you maintain your loyalty membership, on that 13th month, they are going to send you a 1% check for your entire team's volume of commission, not sales, which is a difference. So an extra 1% on total team commission. And they're going to send that check every year. Now, whether that's $100, $1,000, tens of thousands, an extra 1% on your entire team's volume commission, okay? So that is the loyalty membership. Very, very exciting loyalty membership. I know for me personally, if it was just number 5, if it was just that, like whether it was my bank, a store I shop at, my credit card, where I spent $1, they gave me $1.27 back, everyone would be a part of that, right? So that's absolutely what they've done here with this loyalty membership. Okay, so let's do a quick recap, guys. So it is very simple as far as getting started, very, very lucrative with their comp plan. There is no joining fee. In fact, somebody asked me the other day, they said, Cody, have you made your investment back yet? And I said, well, I bought my HELO, I bought the product, I got it, right? I didn't spend anything as far as building the business. There was no fee for me to pay to get into the business. So there was no joining fee. Of course I made my investment back. My investment was 0. Okay, so there's also 0 chargebacks on subscriptions. And at any point your team member bumps their head, decides, hey, I don't want my loyalty membership. You've already got paid on that loyalty membership. There is no chargeback. Absolutely amazing. There's also no requalifications needed for your team volume commission. Once you hit team developer and you get that 20% eligibility, you never have to qualify for that again. You're locked in for life. We're also in 195 countries as of today, 195 countries. And the United States is one of them. Very exciting. And there's also no monthly shipping charges, right? You're not having to run to the store or the post office to ship your product out. You don't have to keep any product on hand. So I could tonight sign up somebody in Germany, and World is going to put that family pack in a box, put that shipping label on it, and ship it to my new team member at no cost to me. That new team member can sign up somebody in Russia the very next day. They'll put that family pack in a box, put that shipping label on it, and ship it out to your newest team member in Russia, again, at no cost to you or your team member. Very, very sound and very exciting, knowing I don't have to pay for any shipping from my team, and I don't have to keep any stock of the product of the HELO on my shelf. I don't have to go down to the store. There is no parties, wine and cheese parties. Everything's very, very simple. It's an easy process. So with that, guys, it's been my pleasure to present this information to you. And think about this, Michelle, Sarah, Sharitha, whoever invited you to this presentation, they invited you here for a reason. It's because they have a position on their team that they want you to be in. They want to give you that spot. Now, what is the difference between now and later as far as positioning? Well, positioning is definitely key, just like timing is, and the trend, and having great team members. Well, positioning, let's say you get started now. You're going to benefit off of people that are going to be joining Michelle's team or whoever's team it is over the next 60, 90 days, a year, 2 years, because you decided to get started today. So, hey, if you decide, Cody, Michelle, Christine, I love the product. The idea is amazing. I'm going to wait a little bit. Hey, no worries. We're still going to be here when you decide to come back. But, you know, getting started later, you're going to benefit the people that decided to get started now. So big business, small business, now's the time, right? So this is absolutely a win-win situation. You succeed, we succeed. We succeed, you succeed. And together, we are going to help others succeed. So guys, in the words of someone I highly revere, Mr. Eric Worre, it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. So guys, with that, I appreciate your time. I thank you so much. I know Michelle does. So the next step right after this ends here in just a second is to get on Michelle's website, get your pack ordered, and I definitely look forward to seeing your welcome in our group page and helping you get started, learn the ropes, and start building an amazing business with an amazing company and a absolutely amazing product. So thank you so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you up on the group, and talk to you later.